Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. I know it's been a while since I have actually been in my kitchen. But before I get started with today's video, I want to thank everyone that actually has ordered anything off my website. It means a lot to me knowing that you guys trust me just from watching a video, and you're willing to, put your money out there and order my products, and because you don't even know me. So that means a lot to me, and I want to thank you guys. And for all of you who celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Lacking drama whatsoever, because I know Thanksgivings can have a lot of drama. I've had a few of them. Alright, so today I brought you back into my kitchen because I've had a few emails telling me, Marie, I can't afford those $500 blenders. I can't afford those $100 juicers. I can't afford. And, if you have been following me since the beginning, you know that in the beginning I didn't have a juicer. I didn't have anything. All my money was going to pay doctors and hospitals and ambulance bills, and I just didn't have it. So I had to find a lot of very creative ways to do things. And one of the things that I used to do was I used to blend all my stuff, and I used to put it through a soup sock, and that's how I started my juicing journey. But my good old 14-speed Oster blender has been with me since the very beginning. And I know they say that you can chew these things up really quick. I've had this thing for over 2 years, and I've never had a problem with it. If you know how to use them and you treat them with kindness, they'll last you a while. The motor on them is very powerful. So one of the things that I was asked about was the Nutribullets or the Magic Bullets. A lot of people really like them, especially to make like baby food. But the problem with them is that if you're on a budget, $100 for a little blender it's a lot of money to fork out, especially if you don't have it. So today I'm going to teach you how to make your very own Nutribullet or Magic Bullet or Baby Bullet, however you want to call it. Okay, so this is a regular Oster blender. Okay, it's the glass, it's not the plastic. You want to get the glass. And I paid a whole whopping $15 or $16 for this at Walmart. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are aware, I'll take off the top, but this bottom section comes off so that you can wash it. So all you have to do is turn it, and it comes right off. You end up with, a hole in the blender. And it has these blades, and it also has a rubber stopper. Okay, so you want to keep this intact. You don't want to move this, and you just want to take this out of your way. Okay, so if you listen to this, that's a heck of a powerful little blender. Okay, and it's about the same that you get with the Nutribullet or the Magic Bullet. So what I'm going to do today is I've had a mason jar chilling in the freezer with a little bit of fruit in it. Okay, and then I'm going to take some spinach. I'll pop it in there. Kind of sounded like an infomercial, huh? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some water. And I'm going to fill it up, almost to the top. And then I got some coconut milk. And I'm going to put in there. Okay. And I'm going to leave about 3 fingers from the top. And then, here it is, wait for it. You're going to take this, you're going to pop it right on there, because they interlock. And then what you're going to do, I don't know, these might be frozen to the thing. Okay, so you're going to put it on there. Now the trick here is you're going to turn it to the right, because you're going to lock it, and you're going to hold it just like you would a Nutribullet or a Magic Bullet, because you're pulsing down on it, and just turn it on. turn it to the right and keep counterclockwise and hold it, because if you don't, the power from these blenders will actually turn this jar and you're going to have a mess everywhere. So that's a big one that you have to remember. Always hold on to your jar, just like you would if you have a Nutribullet or a Magic Bullet and you pulse down on it. You're doing the exact same thing. And you now have a smoothie to go. And there's the only thing that you're doing is you're going to rinse your blades and you have this great smoothie. Oh yeah. And just pop your lid, you're ready to go. And that's it. If you need a little bit more space, then you want to use the large mason jars. Okay, and it's the same thing. I mean, they're all interchangeable, and it works no different. And it works the exact same way as a Nutribullet or a Magic Bullet, and the reason is because you have this very small condensed space as opposed to this wide space up on top and this very narrow space on the bottom. So it's a lot easier to just do it. I know there's a bunch of you out there going, oh no. But you know, I mean, when you have a necessity for something, which I did, and I didn't have the funds, which I didn't, you kind of start coming up with some really weird stuff that you can do and how to do things to fit your budget. And I came up with that, you know. I mean, I started looking all over the internet and I found out that these blades have been interchangeable, gosh, since back in I think since 1956, with mason jars for that purpose. And not only that, but you can also go on Amazon.com and you can get like the shredder blades for the Nutribullet or the Magic Bullet, and they also are interchangeable with Oster blenders or this type of blender and these types of jars. So there you go. You just made yourself a homemade Nutribullet, Magic Bullet, and the only thing that you are going to spend money on is $15 for a blender and maybe $1 or $2 for a mason jar. So under $20, you can make this at home, and you just saved yourself about $80 plus tax, and you were thinking outside the box. All right, till next time. See you guys soon. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.